In WP eStore, we have the ability to change the default image for a product, for the button for a product. Now, that image doesn't actually determine the behavior of the button. There's different behaviors for each button. There could be a buy now button, which, when clicked, brings the customer directly to the checkout and to make their purchase. And of course, an add to cart button will add a product to a cart and give the customer the ability to add other products to the cart before they check out. And there's also a subscribe button, which allows the customer to become a member of a website, where they might pay a recurring fee, a recurring monthly fee or yearly fee, or whatever the case may be. And if there's a product, a digital product that's available free for download, you can create a download button as well. Now, I'm going to go through the process here just to cover the buy now button and the add to cart button. So the first thing we want to look at, we want to consider, okay, let's switch this, instead of an add to cart button, let's switch it to buy now, and we'll go through that process. Now the first thing we want to do, click on WP eStore Manage Products, and for that particular product we want to change the default button, the default image for the button. So click on Edit, then click on Additional Product Details, and for the button image URL, we're going to click on Upload File to change the image. So click on Select Files, and we'll make it Buy Now. So Buy Now flashing, scroll down, click Use This Image, and then Save Product. So now what that does, if we go back to the page here, refresh, it just changes the button, just the image for the button, but doesn't change the behavior. The behavior is determined by the shortcode that's used to generate this particular product on this page. So to modify that, we're going to go to Pages, locate the page that we want to work with, and now here's the shortcode. This particular shortcode generates the button with an add to cart behavior, which isn't appropriate if we want a buy now behavior. So what we want to do is modify that shortcode. So we're in visual mode. We got to make sure, because in text mode we don't have the option. So in visual mode we have this shopping cart icon here, which brings up a good majority of the WP eStore shortcodes that we can use. So now we want to make it a buy now button. So what we can do is choose one of the options here, WP eStore buy now fancy ID. There we go. Click on Insert. ID number 5 is the product that we're working with. Click OK. Click on Update. Now there won't actually be any changes visually here. When we click on Refresh, it's still going to look the same, but now it's going to have a buy now behavior attached to this button. So when we click on it, we're going to be redirected to make the purchase through PayPal. Now, of course, PayPal is the default. If we wanted to work with a different gateway, we would have to use a different shortcode, and this is the shortcode that we work with here. Buy now for a specific gateway, and then we can specify the gateway value there. Now I'm just going to work with PayPal for this example. So that works great. But now I decide that, okay, I'm going to add new products to the store, and I want the customer to have the ability to purchase multiple products and add them to the cart before they check out. So now we have to backtrack, and we have to make changes, and we have to, for this particular product, I'm going to switch it to an add to cart. So let's go to WP eStore, Manage Products, locate the product we want to work with, which has ID 5, click on Edit. Again, Additional Product Details. Now we want to change the image again, because we want to add to cart image now, because the buy now image isn't appropriate. So we'll click on Upload File, Add to Cart, use this image, save the product, refresh. So now the image is going to change to add to cart, but it still has a buy now behavior attached to it because of the shortcode that's being used. So if we go back to Pages, All Pages, edit the particular page we're working with, so now see, it has a buy now behavior attached to it. So what we want to do is change the shortcode to one that uses an add to cart behavior. Now we can choose, I know this particular one does, this one here. Even though it doesn't say add to cart, I just know from experience that this one has an add to cart behavior attached to it. So I'm going to click on insert, ID 5, click OK, update. So again, there won't be any visual changes, but the behavior of the button will change now. It's actually going to have add to cart behavior. But when we do that, we're going to have to make sure we have a cart page on the website. So to do that, I set one up here. Like this could be called checkout or whatever. I just call it cart. Now edit. Now we can just put in a short code, which we can pull from here to display the cart. So now what we want to do, rather than buy now, which will bring it, instead of bringing us to the PayPal page to checkout, we can click on add to cart. And now when we go to the cart, we'll see that the item is actually in the cart. And then we can add multiple items to the cart before we check out. So that's how you change the behavior of a button in WP eStore.